showtime.
What's up, everybody? It's Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm here to discuss The Chi Season 4 season premiere. First of all, we open up with a montage of sorts. We are actually doing the how to get away with murder type thing, where we see Jake and Gemma kissing, we see Kevin reacting, we see Kiesha having her baby, we see Emmett going through, and we see Douda getting shot. Yes, you guys, so that is where we at, and this segment is called You Gotta Wake Up Early to Pull One Over on Me. So we go a month back. Gemma and Kevin are in the bed like they did a sleepover. So the father's getting up. Kevin jumps out the window. At the same time, Nina is seeing that her son is not home. Kiesha is very pregnant. The daddy got cameras set up and he is watching it like he got popcorn in his hand. Look, Kevin see the camera. And he looking like, yeah, little nigga, what? Everyone I talked to wondered why he did not say anything to Kevin. Because as a parent of teenagers, you have to make a mental note. You cannot show your hand unless you need to. So if we're sitting up here telling her as soon as she starts to misbehave, hey, we got cameras and I clocked you, then, you're kind of breaking the trust of the teenager, and you won't be able to, they will start to go inside. They will start hiding and lying. And so as a parent, I just think that maybe, he did a good job by not really showing his hand. There's a little bit of bickering between Gemma and Kevin. He is not as woke as she would like him to be. And so, I think that is what's going to draw a wedge between them if that ever happens. Usually that happens when people are polar opposites and cannot get along, and they got to find a reason to get along. So now we have Tiffany walking into Emmett's restaurant. Emmett loves her so much. He's looking at her. He's so lucky to have her. Talking about, you want to make a baby? And I was like, nigga, what? She was like, we already did that. And so basically, I'm like, black man, is that what you think? That's it? That's it. That's all. Okay. Tiffany makes it back to Dom. And I'm going to touch on why this is going to be a bad idea in a later clip. But first of all, she wants to get into the edible business. And that's what this is about. Emmett see them and he like, y'all talking about me? They're like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody talking about you. Ain't everything about you. Then that no good ass Darnell walks into the restaurant. Emmett is annoyed, of course. He's totally annoyed and grossed out by their display of affection. So then Dom tells Darnell that she want to talk to him and says she fucked Emmett. Then he got this stupid ass look on his face, and then he goes to his son and was like, you know what, you ain't shit. But Darnell is gonna love every minute of this shit. Then Jada walks in and she looking like, and she's peeping everything, and she was like, it looked like she keeping it in the family. Jada face to me was saying, bitch, read the Yelp reviews. You don't know yet, but you going know. I don't know why women always think they can change a man. You cannot change a man. And so Jada already knows. She said, bitch, it's your time to find out. Hello? So she's just up here trying to find an outfit for her Introduction to an adoptive family. Um, Tiff is helping her. That was nice. She meets with them. It looks like reluctantly. She senses things is kind of off with the couple. He keep bitching, and they looking, and they like, something ain't right. What I really want to say about having your child grow up in a two-parent household, I mean, that is all well and good, but is that realistic? Everyone is always good until they're not. So the adoptive family could have came in and said that they were good and faked and pretended like they were good in order to get your approval, but that's not what it had to be. And so that's why I think that Tabitha Brown character, that's not the last we'll see of her. Now we have Trig, Jake, Amani, and Douda in this scene. Trig and Jake have become family. You can definitely tell that there is a strong bond that they built between them. He's asking him about his biology exam. He's like, I got this. The guy walks in that he actually kind of saved or rescued from the police, came in to Trig saying that he wanted to earn his keep, which was so important to me. And I love that they showed that part. And Douda walks in. He's like, are you the mayor or a gangster? And he was like, since when you been watching the news or reading the newspaper? He said, ever since I started working with you. He said, nigga, you're not working with me. You're working for me. Correction. Jake is visibly annoyed by Douda's presence and the way he enacts his power, exert his power over them. Of course, he can't leave before he enacts his microaggressions against a transgender woman and basically make her feel like shit. She caught it. She caught the shade. She got you. And she said, my nigga, we don't need you no more. So Douda, fresh off the heels of leaving Trig's spot, saying he had to go to the south side. So he's here with Candy at who? Tracy's spot. He's telling her, bigging her up about all she's doing for the community. Most mothers, when they lose their children, they will go into a cocoon and just kind of retreat. But not you. I like you. And so he was like, I really want to do business with you. He was really laying it on real thick. That's what he was doing. And she had a tough exterior for the moment. However, you know what she like. She like drug dealers. She like bad boys. She like men with power. Ladies, if you gonna fuck with a purpose. So anyway, he broke her down. And look at that smile on his face. Have we ever seen that nigga teeth? So we got jealous ass Jake leaving them, the lovebirds. Kevin finally admitted to her that he loved her. However, she's in her head. She likes the bad boy. She likes the bad boy image. And what Jake is giving off is toxic masculinity. You remember he was given the game by Reg. So you know it ain't nothing but toxic shit. So anyway, that's what I saw in this scene right here. So we're on the subway on the way home. Jake and Kevin, they're sitting here. Jake is changing his clothes because he doesn't want the people in the hood to start teasing him. That's where we at. That's where it is. Kevin said it's not so bad, but Jake knows what the real deal is. So they out here, they get to the hood, they minding their own business, chilling, being kids. And then this dude right here, this the nigga that killed Ronnie, y'all. Coogie friend, whoever from the 63rd mob. He started teasing him. Kevin and Jake, they try to play it off. They wasn't trying to be all like rah-rah about it. And then all of a sudden it took a swift turn left and they were in a fight, Jake and Ronnie's killer. I don't know who the boy is. I think it's Coogie friend or whatever. So of course this gets the attention of the police, who are just sitting there waiting. It looks like they're waiting to lock black men up. They just waiting. They just waiting. That's what they doing. So yeah, it gets into a scuffle. They try to break it up. The police officer asks for ID from Jake. Kevin gets down on the ground. He's trying to comply and everything. But when it got too bad, when things started getting out of hand, he went to try to help Jake and they pulled the gun on him. So it was just so messed up. Kiesha and Papa are there recording it. The police are really using excessive force with Jake, and it is very unfortunate to watch, and it was unfortunate to witness. But we didn't see Jake get locked up and taken into custody. You know how they do. They just need a reason. They're called race soldiers. So yeah, and Jake gets arrested. Jake gets arrested, and Papa and Kiesha and Kevin had this debate about the footage that they caught from the police beating. Now, it was interesting to me that Kevin did not want this footage to be shown. Actually, he said delete it. So, what exactly are you going to accomplish by deleting the footage and allowing the police to get away with what they did without it being put on Front Street? You know, Kevin was so problematic in this episode to me. I really didn't feel the way he was moving, but you know, it is what it is. He's a child. He's a child. So they argue about that, and Kevin leaves them in the diner to deal with the aftermath. So after Kevin leaves the diner, he is dealing with the PTSD by drinking, by smoking, by the foreshadowing is that he's becoming Ronnie. Is he? What y'all think? Is he becoming Ronnie? So he's out there. He's Gemma's calling. He's declining the calls. He's basically trying to cope with the feelings the best that he knows how. And the way he chose is to numb the feelings. He comes home. His family is sitting down at the table and they are playing. It's like family night, game night. They're playing Monopoly. He comes in. He's disheveled. He says, they ask him what's wrong. He was like, the police. And everyone is concerned because we know what the police does to young black people and young black men. Just black people in general. We know what the police is doing. So the best thing that Nina could do was go up there, ask him if he wants to talk about it, and just comfort him and just give him the space and the love and the comfort that he needed. So we have this convenient scene with Tracy, Jada, and Dre. They're all friends, it seems. They're in this restaurant. They see Candy, and Douda walks in. She is giving him the I wanna fuck you eyes. Dre and Jada picked up on it, called her out. She was like, well, we did talk. And they was like, well, since you undressing them with your eyes, you might as well go over there and see what's going on. What's good with them? So she goes over there, and it just looked like dessert. I mean, it just looked like they was looking at her like, you know, we about to have this dinner and you about to be dessert. And so we caught it. We saw it. Douda gets up, gives her a seat beside him, of course. And then he gets a phone call, and it's the phone call from Jake alerting him that Jake has been arrested, but he's at the hospital because he was injured. Also, too, Trig got that phone call, but he got it before Douda. So that's interesting to note. Interestingly enough, Candy picks up on the energy that Tracy is giving. And she basically has a conversation like, I see you. I don't mind sharing. And what we doing? Then we go to Miss Jada getting a drink sent to her table. And she was like, I didn't order this drink. And then she look around and she see her boo walking like, hey, boo, I see you. When I tell you we see Jake in the hospital bed, chain cuff, Trig is pissed. Pissed to pistivity. So he want all of the smoke.
Today I got time, cuz.
You hear me? Douda walks in. He's like, what the fuck is going on? I can't believe this is happening. He sees his boy chained up like he is an animal. And they don't want us to be his ass. So then he goes to the police. It's like, uncuff me. Do you know who the fuck I am? If you don't, I promise you tomorrow you will once you get your walking papers. So it was a little tough in there. And then all of a sudden, Trig is like, you the man, ain't you? You the man. You could do something. That's your motherfucking job. So do it. He was like, I can't be bothered. You know, what did he say? I can't be bothered with the dirty cops in our system. Kiesha goes in there to try to get to Kevin on a different type of level. She pretty much made herself vulnerable and told him how she felt and how she retreated and she didn't talk to people and the feelings that she felt, and she felt like she was worthless and unworthy, and you start to feel like it's your fault. And I believe that was a fantastic display of sibling love, and they just really kept it real, and it touched my heart, and she was absolutely right. Now this shit was the funniest scene of the episode. Oh my God, Darnell and Dom comes over to Emmett and Tiffany's. This old nigga come with a damn VHS of soul food. And not only did he come with the cassette tape, he bought the damn VCR box. Then his dumb ass sitting up there don't even know how to do it. Y'all, this shit was so funny to me. Him and Emmett, they ain't good for shit but dick. So they was making them edibles and all that stuff. The next thing you know, they sat down and they started watching Soul Food. This nigga, he sweating bullets. He looked like a hooker in the church house. I mean, he was. Oh my God, it was so funny. And then the famous. Fuck the family. I let the family in my house and the family fuck my husband. And Darnell was having a ball watching his son squirm. He's like, that nigga sweating like shit. Oh my God. Also, too, we do know that this unlikely friendship between Dom and Tiff is going to end bad. We do know that, right? It's going to end like this.
Bring it down, because my head will start spinning. Now, chop it on your trachea. Try it. With me if you want to. It's not a good day. Okay? Now back to that one. Shaking the table. Don't.
Now here we see Tabitha Brown's character come back to talk to Kiesha. She's going to put it all on the table, lay it all out. And, kudos for Kiesha for, kind of being in control of that situation and understanding that she was a product of divorce and that's not what she wants for her child. At the end of the day, I think it is about people who love and care for the child. So, like I said, I don't think this is the end of her. I think Kiesha may have a change of heart, but we don't know. Let's see. Here we have Jake and Kevin kind of having a heart-to-heart. Things start to go left, and then they're at odds, and they're fighting and arguing, and I think it's just the emotions are running high. I think Kevin's perspective is skewed in trying to delete the video. That wouldn't help anybody. Now, I can see if this was a regular person that beat Jacob, but it wasn't. It was the people that's paid to protect you, So, in the interest of getting justice, I just thought that it was just kind of, it was just a bad look for Kevin, and I understood Jake's frustrations. But Kevin was getting ready to leave, and guess who? Guess who brought them together? Big Papa. That's my boy. I love Big Papa, y'all. Okay, so we got this little corny scene for Miss Jada and her little boo thing, her Mr. Happy Ending masseuse. He wants to take her out on a date. And she's like, what? And then she was like, well, let me just get my purse. He said, you won't need one. And I was like, okay for paying for the meal. But baby, ain't no woman going nowhere without their purse. Douda was picking up what Tracy was giving. He was picking it up, and he is going full throttle with this. So we should see a nice, juicy sex scene soon. Because girl, Tracy, she a brick house. She fine. Now this scene right here, if Imani did not let you guys know that she is that bitch, she's a ride or die. She on the thing talking about he coming. She the lookout Trig, Today
I got time, cuz.
He wanted blood. He got blood. Period. So overall, I thought the season opener for season 3 was interesting. It was cute. I give it a B-. I mainly wanted to highlight Jesse M. Feldman, the director of photography. Kudos to him for stepping the Shy's visual effects up. He looks like he is Ryan Murphy's personal DOP. And so yeah, shout out to him for that. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching, especially if you made it to the end of the video. If you are a subscriber, if you leave a comment in your Cash App handle, I might bless you with a little something. Make sure you take a moment to follow me on your social media. Remember, my name is Nita, your favorite diva, and I will see you in the next one.